like doesn't have a microphone because he returned it or something. I don't know
Oh,
what that really means, but
I don't know. So just give me tell me what are we doing on? Oh, we're air now on
oh
air.
yeah,
God damn it! I was
we're
gonna try and plan this out a little bit. Okay, so what's gonna be the? Are we gonna do it like we used to, or are we just gonna kind of wing it right now?
I mean, we always pretty much wang it, so that's what we
Okay.
up to.
So we're
But
just gonna introduce. We're gonna introduce ourselves again.
no,
Okay.
yeah,
Because I mean, I look different now than I did. I lost the locks.
oh yeah.
I'm no longer Isis.
You got your nice haircut at the fest.
That was part. I actually only shaved the sides of my hair, not the whole thing. And this time I actually went and got a haircut.
Hell yeah. Well,
Oh well.
I,
our
Anyway,
I think you should introduce yourselves and we should introduce ourselves because we don't formally know who
yeah.
you guys all are.
I'm down with that. Who wants to go first?
You guys.
Oh well, I mean, I was talking. Okay, I guess I'll go first. I go by Cody, but my Facebook name is Dakota. Um, just been listening to Easycore basically since I was probably 10 or 11 when Set Your Goals put out the Reset EP. Because me one time about 2005ish, me and my dad went to a record store and we found that, and I've been listening ever since. And then I'm basically been a Newfound Glory fan since I was born, basically. So
Right.
I'm gonna pass the baton off to Stefan.
Since you were born.
all right. Well, I'm Steven. I've basically been listening to Easy probably since like Newfound Glory, but I didn't really think they were Easy Core back when I was listening to them. I just thought it was like typical pop punk. But mostly the stuff I listen to is like Easy 1.0, some of the older like 2009, 2010 sort of stuff.
And
Um,
and again, before you continue, I have to praise you for all the Easy 1.0 that you freaking post all the time.
I know. I mean, it's not that I don't like Easy Crab or 2.0. Like I love it too. It's got its points,
I got you.
but I grew up on the 2009, 2010 stuff. It's like nostalgic. So
I feel you. Well, I mean, like 75% of the bands that you post, I like them. The other 25%, like it's kind of like okay, this sounds like everything else.
Okay.
But anyway, somebody mute Jordan again because I'm hearing myself.
Excuse me, but I have headphones on, so shut the fuck up. Thank you.
I can still hear myself.
That's okay. Well, you're not hearing yourself from me.
But who is it? Because when you're muted, it stops.
I don't know. I don't like. This is some fucking Jew shit right here. Slurs. I'm gonna ban myself from slurs from the podcast. My bad, guys. But
Okay.
anyways, while I have my mic going, I'm gonna introduce myself. Hello, I'm Jordan. My middle name on Facebook has Dudecore in it, so if you see an asshole on Facebook commenting on shit, named Jordan Dudecore Kiner, that is me. I've been into Easycore for fucking, I don't know, like 5 years now. Fucking Kid Liberty that was like my freshman soundtrack, man. Fight With Your Fists is probably my all-time favorite Easycore album. Currently, I'm organizing Midwest Easy Fest. That's going to be good times. We have a very special band in plan for it, so that's going to be really cool. It's going to surprise a lot of people. Currently figuring out the venue for it, and after that, some announcements are going to be made.
Speaking of that, are you still looking for bands? Because I have a band from Oklahoma that's really fucking good, but nobody knows who they are.
Who?
Bring Back Up. And I booked them myself. They're a group dudes. They're good dudes.
Send me the information on Facebook, and I'll see what's up.
I got you. I'll send them your info. All right. So, who's last?
Oh.
Will, Zach, and James, do you guys want to go? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
Alright, well, you go first.
Okay. So I'm Jimmy.
Hi,
I
Jimmy.
started this band with Zach. He's over there with the red hair. So, and this is my brother Will.
Hey.
You know.
I will, and I'm an alcoholic.
No,
Not really.
I don't know. I've just always liked sort of heavy music, and Izika is just another aspect of heavy music I love. I don't know. I was into like Kid Liberty a bit. With the Punches was sick. I don't know. That's the sort of older stuff. But yeah, Me vs Hero, awesome. What about yourselves? He's more into it than I am.
Yeah, well, I kind of I was heaps into heavy shit, and he's into heaps heavy shit.
Oh,
I like Periphery.
Yeah, so he's kind of
Hey.
like, and so I was into heaps heavy shit, and up until like 2010, 2011, when I was like, oh, there is some cool easy core bands out there. I started listening to a band called Till We Drop from Hungary.
Right.
They got some fucking cool easy core out there in Europe. So, yeah, that's my story.
European easy's really good.
I'm Zach. I listen to a lot more metal than pop punk or easycore. Did love Kid Liberty though. 4 Years Strong. But yeah, lots of Rings of Saturn, Periphery. My influences generally.
It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with mixing it up.
Yep.
Definitely, man.
Alright, well, guys, I'm
Alright.
Jake. I'm also in
Jake's
down
our
shit.
poster boy.
What?
Jake's our easy called poster boy. He's our pop punk like poster boy.
Yeah, he's that pretty boy.
The face.
No, not really, but
He
anyway.
needs to do something.
Yeah, I play in Down with the Ship as well. I listened to Easy Core since probably like 2009, 2010. Well, I'm probably more listening to the main Easy Core. Like the 16% of a day to remember. 4 Years Strong, I fucking love. Kid Liberty, Me vs Hero, also in my tops. But yeah, although I've discovered a lot of sick bands from that Easy Core group. So yeah,
Definitely a good place to find some good.
Yeah, just because I've mentioned it, people have kept mentioning Kid Liberty. They're actually from the area I'm from, and I've actually one time I got all of them together in the same place, and they still said no on a reunion.
didn't they do a reunion show like a year ago?
No, they didn't. At least not
thought
from
they
what I
did.
know.
I swear they did. They did one on my birthday in Texas.
I didn't hear about it, and if I didn't hear about it, it probably didn't happen. Because I guarantee you, if they did, people would be flipping shit and be like, "Oh my God, Kid Liberty's back!" Oh, I guarantee you, that's exactly what people will do.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I guarantee-
we're in Australia, so I mean we see heaps of fake shit, so we don't even know.
No, like literally,
That's
go
it.
onto Kid Liberty's page and there is a poster for it. Back from the Dead for One Night, Kid Liberty.
I can't do it on my phone because wait, no, can I leave the call? Yes, I
dude,
can. Okay, I can.
Literally, go on
There's
their
no
Facebook.
way because people would have flipped shit. So much shit.
This is hilarious.
Give me a second, because I did not.
I'm looking at it.
Look at Jake's face. He's
Jake's
so
got the
confident.
poster in front of him.
Dude, I can turn my desktop onto the camera. Well, like, I can switch the camera to my desktop. You can look at it there if you want. But, can
Oh shit!
you see that?
Yeah, I
Right
do.
there?
I do. Actually, I do remember that. I thought you were talking about like this past year, not like last year.
I said
My bad.
like last year, a year ago. It
I'm sorry.
was like a year and a month ago.
I misunderstood you.
That's all good.
But
People flip
yeah,
shit.
I do remember that, but it wasn't the original lineup. They had two fill-ins. Because if I'm correct, I'm not sure, but I believe Matt Dirkus was to be on drums. I'm not sure. Can't really remember all too well. I wasn't there when they first started, so I wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
But
like I said, being from Australia, we were so far away from it
Yeah,
already.
I do remember that, but it wasn't really Kid Liberty, and I didn't like it wasn't the full lineup. They had a different vocalist too.
Oh, that would be shit then.
At least from what I was told about that one. Like they said it was kind of a mediocre set.
Yeah, fair enough.
So do you guys play with other easycore bands, or is it tough to kind of find people who play
There
the
was
same?
one other easycore band that they're gone now. So it's just us in Adelaide, pretty much.
Everyone else
Yeah,
is
no.
either like heavier than you or not as
Or
heavy.
softer. Yeah.
That's it. It's like heavier or softer, and it's like
Well,
We split it right down the middle. Like,
Yeah, it's either you're in a pop punk band or you're in a deathcore band here.
That's how it seems to go in most situations, from what I hear.
At least it doesn't happen here in Dallas. Like in Dallas, this is what it is. You either play really shitty deathcore or mediocre melodic hardcore. That's your two choices. But once you spread out and go to like Denton or Arlington, it gets a little bit more diverse. But otherwise, everyone in Dallas just thinks every other band that's not heavy or melodic sucks.
That sounds about right.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that does sound about right. But then you've got like the teenage bands that try to like appeal to the like 12-year-old
Yeah.
girls and like.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's this band from here. They're really small still, but their material is golden. I shared it in the group before, and they're about to go record a record. They're called A Home Above. Dude, those guys are so talented, and they're only like 17. I think the oldest guy is only, I think he's like 19, 20 years old. Most of them are still like, I think 2 of them are still in high school, and they're talented as fuck.
You get your produced, polished bands that are like it can't be just them working on it, but then you get your bands like what you're talking about there, that they've obviously got something like.
Right.
They've obviously got something.
Yeah. Now, and just because I do this, I book shows here in Dallas. If you ever decide just to magically come to the States, I can book you here. Just saying.
Sick, but it's pretty hard.
Not to mention you can even ask, because the first show most of the shows I've helped organize have been out of state because Third String likes to fuck me. So.
From Dragon Ball Z, if instant transmission becomes a thing, then yeah, we'll definitely be there. But,
that'd be amazing. But
until then, as our budget doesn't quite meet that just yet.
Yeah. Jake needs to take on a few extra shifts.
Yeah.
it's all good. I mean, I'm just saying, if you ever get to that point, you should really hit me up.
Yeah, well, hopefully one day, man. We're working towards it. Trust us.
I believe you. I need more easy core bands to come through here because there's not enough.
We need more easy core bands in Australia. I can think of like 3
I
Australian
can think of at least 7, but 4 of them are no longer bands.
Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 of them that's just broken up around.
Like, have you ever heard of Your Weight in Gold? No, they're from Oklahoma. My bad. I'm thinking. 1 second. 1 second.
Your Weight in Gold from Australia.
They are? I thought they were from Oklahoma.
They're from Sydney, Australia.
Oh shit! So yeah, it is Your Weight in Gold. They're so fucking good.
And
I remember they had a really cool shirt design actually with the triple X gold, like the logo on them. That was really well done.
There's a band from Melbourne actually called the Just Us League, like the Just-Us League, which is kind of a play on the Justice League, but they're pretty rad. They're easycore.
That's amazing.
Do they have a
band?
That's a cool name.
Yeah, no, they got a couple of EPs. So I bought the EP for like $10. I think.
Nice.
I think
I'm pretty sure they got one up for free as well.
Our past days, they're also from Australia.
Although, can we just take a moment to talk about this here? Can we talk about the fact that we've gotten so far that we've even managed to get Set Your Goals to play 2 shows? Can we talk about that for a minute?
I mean,
Well, no,
I don't
they're not
think
playing
it was.
shows
I don't.
yet.
It wasn't just us that got Set Your Goals playing shows. I mean, obviously, there's
Well,
a lot of people
I know,
outside
but
of the groups that
like,
want to see Set Your Goals still happen. I mean,
yeah.
maybe they didn't see it, but a lot of other people did see it. I mean, a lot of people
Yeah.
are stoked that Set Your Goals is back, not just us. So I mean, I don't want to like throw that credit in with
I know, I feel you.
Us.
But here's what's funny though. I emailed their management, like all their booking stuff, and they sent me an email back that apparently, like, I was asking, because I went, okay, can you mind turning your, because I can hear myself and I can't talk.
I'm done with you.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. I'm sorry, Jordan. I love you, but you too, man. But anyway, I actually emailed their management and booking and stuff, and he got back with me. And apparently, those 2 shows, they've basically been planning them for almost a whole year. So, like, they were gonna happen regardless. But I was trying to actually get them, see if I was gonna be ballsy and just give them my information so I could book them here if they plan a tour. But I highly doubt I'll get that.
I mean, we definitely didn't like work against them, you know.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't really were
Yeah.
like directly responsible for helping, we definitely helped in other ways.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can take a short LOA so I can go to those 2 shows.
Well, good luck, because one's already sold out.
What?
He said it's already sold out.
For both of them?
Yep.
Shit. I should have bought my ticket.
I mean,
You know what? I'm still gonna fucking take the LOA and try and go and see if I can just like either sneak in or just stand outside and listen.
that'd be pretty
I
sick.
want to see if I can sneak in. Great place to announce that. Great place. Good job.
It's not like the video's gonna see it.
You guys into chunk at all?
What was that?
You guys into chunk no Captain Chunk at all?
Of course we are.
Fuck yeah.
Chunk is bae.
Gods.
Chunk is
okay.
chunk. Like, if denying the fact that Chunk No Captain Chunk is fucking amazing is sad.
Yeah, straight up.
They're definitely helping spread easy, so I have to give them that.
Yeah, we
I
played
mean,
with them like a couple of months ago, and they were so tight. They're tight. This is just like.
Oh, you opened up for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're insane, and the front man is like fucking.
Yeah.
He's
Bert?
really
Really
good.
good, really
Live, man.
They saved the In Friends We Trust till very last, and just before they played that song, they were like, "We want all of you to come up on stage and take a selfie with us." Now that was just like
They did that here too.
insane.
It
Like,
must be that
when it-
thing that's sick.
Because on their tour for the Get Lost Find Yourself tour, they on their stop here in Dallas. Like, I've seen Chuck No Captain Chunk every time they've come to Dallas. Every single time they've come to town, I've seen them. And Bert recognized me, and I'm like, oh my god, he recognized me. But he was just like, he even called me out from the crowd. I was like, you with a beard. What's your name?
That's cool.
And he said, like, I've literally seen them every time. It was the best feeling. And then after, me and my friend John, we were talking with him for a couple minutes. He's a nice guy.
Really nice guys. They're all really polite. Like,
Yeah.
I might have clicked to them and stuff after we.
They like
played
watched the
and stuff.
sound check and all that, and like
How
stayed
good is this
around.
picture?
That's pretty sick.
Lamau.
That's kind of
Oh,
cool.
that was great, no.
So, 2 of you guys are brothers, but, I mean, did you guys know each other before you guys were playing music, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
No, we're brothers, but we didn't meet until we played together.
So,
No,
I found him on Gumtree.
No, so we all knew each other from like around the local scene already anyway. And like yeah, like one day Zach just asked me to try out for bass, and I was just like, yeah, okay. And then yeah, I went and had a jam with the guys, and we've had so many member changes already before we made like the solid band we are now.
Oh, really?
Jake's pretty much like a changed member anyway, because
Yeah, so I've
I've
only just kind of joined the band like in September, and they've been looking for a second guitarist for so long now. So my band broke up. I was in a band called Doc Ock, and we broke up. So yeah, released our EP and then broke up, which is available on iTunes and Spotify and everything.
Stop plugging your own band. Plug our band.
But Down with the Ships EP is coming out really soon, and that's going to be on all of those platforms as well.
How far along has that EP come?
Sorry.
When are you expecting to release
songs,
that?
songs were written 2.5 years ago.
Well, me and Zach started the band in early 2012, and the EP was written in 2013 when we started playing shows. But it just
Really?
took so long to record and evolve.
So many member changes, having to reteach and rewrite sections.
And well, without me, they released a demo back in.
Yeah, we did release a demo, but
So there is a demo that you guys don't have.
Yeah.
But that's different. That's different songs and stuff. So,
Okay.
Yeah. They're old songs. They're with our old vocalists as well, and to be honest, it's just not very good.
True.
They don't really.
Yeah, it's like home recorded. It's like I wouldn't go looking for it if I was you. But if
They just
you
need
want
to
to have
disappear into
it,
the back of the
I'll tell you.
internet.
I feel you.
But yeah.
That's
If
music
you really
video
want
now.
it, you can always just message Jake. So.
Nice.
So the
It's like
band-
it's here.
The band as it is now has only really been together for like 3 months, you said?
Kind of.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, but I've been playing like as a backup like guitarist
Yeah.
for the past like.
yeah,
So he played with us on our first show.
we haven't really had a member change in like over a year. Will's just played backup, and now he's in the band for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there was
it's
like a couple of
visualizing.
4-piece shows, but generally Will was
Well-
playing off stage or on stage with us, but not doing
Just from experience, I've seen people that quote unquote are fill-ins. They end up liking the project too much, and then they join. So I know where you're coming from on that one. I see that a lot.
We sort of decided we wanted them like a year ago.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's just time.
necessarily that. Like, it was like me, because I was filling in just because I had another full-time band, and I was like, well, I can't do two easycore
Yeah.
full-time bands because you can't be in two of the same genre projects.
I feel you. I feel you, because I mean, like,
It's hard to split writing.
right now, like, I'm learning some stuff because I may or may not join this band from here. I'm not gonna say their name because people might know who they are, but yeah, I may or may not join them, and I'm just keeping it on the DL. But I've been learning their stuff, and I'm just like, I like this. I like because they have 2 EPs. Like they have they have an EP and a full length, and they want me to learn the stuff off the full length, which I don't really like. But their EP was like god tier easycore, and I'm just like, this is so fun to play. I like this a lot more. Why don't you want me to play this?
You need to go in there and like take it over, dude.
I want to, like, here's the thing though, like, it's not even that, it's what the whole band wants, because I've been talking to their other guitarist, and he would rather play the stuff off their EP too, but their drummer and their bass player would rather play the stuff off the full length, because it's still relatively new.
Get what they want.
I mean, if it helps though, I mean, I can give you the EP name and see if you can figure it out.
That's full like releasing everything. Do
But,
it.
Jake just opened Google.
Well, I mean the EP, their EP is called Weekend Warriors. Let's just leave it at that.
Mm.
They're from Denton. They're actually really fucking good. But their other guitarist and their old vocalist, I think their old vocalist he's getting married, and like he wants to settle down and stuff like that. And then the other guitarist basically kind of wants to do the same thing, but I'm not sure what's happening with him.
Right.
But anyway, let's see. If one of y'all figure it out, I will personally on Christmas. I will send you a cookie cake.
Is it Flee the Scene?
God damn it! Yes.
We get cake!
That's some shipping.
So who said that?
Yeah, me. Jake.
He said that. Oh, he said that. You got it.
Good luck shipping to Australia.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and
actually,
this cake better be moist
You
by
know
the
what?
time it gets here. I'm not eating no dry cake.
actually, you know what? What part of Australia?
Adelaide,
You from?
South Australia.
What was that?
Adelaide, South Australia.
That one.
What city are you like from?
Oh,
Adelaide.
what are you going on about, Cody? Come on, man.
What?
Come on. That's
Dude,
where Phil
Adelaide.
Jeffries from.
I don't know. I barely know this guy. I just met him.
What city are you from? Adelaide. What city are you from? Adelaide.
I didn't
Here's
hear
my
him.
address, now send me cake.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well, this is what I can do instead. I'm gonna see if somebody can. I can use a PayPal and send money to a local place that's close to you to get you that cookie cake.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That was sick.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately gonna try and do that because I get paid on Christmas anyway. So
That would be the coolest thing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Let's try and help him.
It wasn't hard. I just typed in
Well, maybe
Weekend
we'll do
Warriors EP into Google Images, and there was an easy album cover that came up, and I was just like, that must be them.
it is. But like I really like. I'm learning it, and it's like it's super like it's so good. Like I love that first EP, and the albums has like has a lot of bangers on it. But like I just like playing the stuff off Weekend Warriors so much more.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it, but I'm gonna listen to it after we're done
Dude,
with this.
you have to. It's so good.
Yeah.
Website.
Is it
But-
like 1.0?
It's more. It's kind of like in between.
All right.
I give it's a little bit of 1.0 and 2.0 like because it came out in I think 2011 2012 I think is when it came out.
Right.
So like it came out like I guess at the end of 1.0.
Yeah.
I guess you would say.
Yeah. 2012 is about the end.
But and although like on the record though, I actually do have a project right now called My Thoughts on Paper. Next month I'm actually going to record, and I'm gonna finish an EP, but I'm actually recording with that band I mentioned earlier, Bring Back Up. We're gonna be recording a split, and we're gonna release it at the same time. But I thought that was kind of cool because. I will say this though, if you go look up Bring Back Up on Reverb Nation, they have some really shitty recordings that they paid $1,500 for,
Oh no.
Ugh.
and they got screwed by the producer hard, like
We
super
recorded our
hard.
whole EP for like $300.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like did it like? Oh, but wait, is that $300 American dollars or $300 your dollars?
It's actually their dollar is actually worth more, so it's like cheaper in American.
We don't
Yeah.
pay with American money here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. Like, 300 your money or 300 mine? Because yours is worth more than mine.
It's more like
It was-
$250 US dollars.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
originally going to be like $600 or $700, and then we paid our first 50% deposit, and then the dude just said, "Don't worry about the other 50%." So
Oh shit, my phone's dying.
Oh no.
That's really
Uh,
awesome that you got it out for that cheaply.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
like I said, that was just recording the EP. Then mastering was like $500.
So just recording with like
Recording
tracking and mixing.
Recording,
was
mixing, editing.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the guy I'm going to, he does 120 a song for everything, mixing, mastering, the tracking, everything. I went to him like if y'all haven't checked out that track yet, I got you.
Yeah, Sturgis is done our master.
Yeah.
Right, so like is it being mastered right now or
No, it's
it's
mastered.
done.
It's done, man.
okay?
It is. Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a release date on it?
Yeah, yeah, January-ish.
we're aiming for January. We're still waiting on the
Okay,
artwork.
okay. Just to help you guys, if you're going to release it in January, try and do it before Settle Your Scores drops their album, so you don't get outshined. I'm just being helpful. Because even I had that shit pre-ordered.
Say that to these dudes like
Yeah,
that.
but like, what if it turns out to be like Star Wars
You
Battle?
could, for all you know, these dudes are gonna drop like.
Who knows? Because
You
if they,
don't know. You don't know.
I'm just being honest.
You're gonna put this on these guys? Come on.
Yeah, this Jordan guy's right.
True.
What if we do? What if we drop
True.
like something that you guys
I'm
expecting?
prepared for.
A 19-hour-long concept album.
well, I mean, like, it's nothing against you guys. I haven't heard y'all yet, so like, I don't really have like.
Have you watched
can't
that
really-
music?
That's in the video, Judge.
I haven't, but I will.
Oh, well, you're a shit cunt then.
No, you should do it now so we can watch the reaction.
Okay, you know what? I will stop marathoning Star Wars
Live
to
reaction.
go watch your music video right now.
Fucking, yeah, you
Live
should.
reaction
Yeah,
on the
good
podcast.
on you.
I like how Jake called it a shit cunt.
But is the rest of the EP about as heavy as what's on that music video?
The next single we released is actually, the breakdown in it's a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Kind of dead.
Well,
Yeah,
just
we
out of curiosity, because I'm a gear fiend. What kind of amps do y'all run, or did y'all do a DI?
That's all pod farm guitars on the recordings.
Oh, so it was DI.
Yeah.
Okay. What pod, like what's the word I'm looking for? Shit.
I think it was the what is it? The Diamond Cali plate.
Oh, okay.
The Mesa replica.
That's nice. So wait, so do y'all play through Mesa's live as well?
No.
Nah.
What do y'all have live then?
We use like a Marshall on one side sort of thing, and then the other side I've got my Line 6 rack, which is like.
Is it the solid state or the tube Line 6?
It's the pod.
It's
rack
I'm gonna put I've got a rack.
Oh, okay.
Power amp and a rack, pod XT,
Oh, okay.
and then a wireless, and then Fairwind
Okay.
power conditioner and light it all up.
All right. So what's the name of the song that's y'all's music video? Because I'm looking it up right now.
Stuck in a Life Raft with Matthew McConaughey.
Stuck in a life raft with. That's fucking amazing. I love that name.
See, you don't even know what we're gonna drop, man.
Yeah, one of the things about a band.
You know what? I'll take back my comment. I'm sorry. I'll send another cookie cake to go with Jake to make up for this.
Double Christmas cookie cake.
Did you find the place yet, Will?
Oh yeah, dude. There's a
If you can actually point me in the direction of a bakery really close to you, I will personally email them to try and see if I can PayPal them money to pay for that cookie cake.
We found one that you can pick up in store.
So you could,
Like you could pay for it online and pick up in store,
And we can, like...
and it's really close to Jake's house.
we'll pick it up.
What?
Yeah, we'll pick it up and take it to Jake's house.
Okay, that sounds fair. I can try.
Cheesecake.
You wanna know what's funny? I literally typed in "stuck in a life raft" and I got y'all's music video like right off the bat.
Oh,
It's
that's
because
awesome.
all our song names are like quotes from shit or quotes from stuff we've done ourselves or something, so they all like have stupid names.
This is
So
just
he
another
knows.
one weekend where we just got stuck in that life raft with Matthew McConaughey. It was a fucking nightmare. Like,
No, it's actually Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane's
Cavalcade Company.
cartoon comedy.
Hey, listening to it right now. Give me a second.
Alright, everyone quiet. Shh.
Look up.
Those chugs right there are sick.
This shit's fire. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really good.
It really is really, really, really good. I applaud you. I completely take back my comment. You have every right to make fun of me now.
It's
We'll
like
just
a little
take that
Easter egg at
cake.
the end.
We'll just take that cake. We won't make fun of you. We'll take the cake.
It's all
Yeah.
good. But I do owe you. I do owe you 2 cookie cakes now.
Fuck yeah.
Here, I'll put it in the chat. Is there a chat thing?
There is
Yeah.
somewhere.
Hey,
I
we
don't
found
know
it.
if Hangouts works.
There we go. I did it, but you have to access the chat, I think.
It's the little blue thing up in the left corner.
I will say that white bass is like it's sexy. I like
Thanks,
that
man.
bass. It's beautiful.
So just a made in Mexico Fender P bass. I
St-
just changed it. Yeah, I changed the pick guard on it though. It had a white pick guard, so it was just white on white. But I like the black
Yeah.
on white. So.
Though, yeah, that looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's very cliche pop punk though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If we're gonna be real, I mean, Fender is just. I personally, when it comes, like, I'm not really a bass player, but if I were to choose a bass to play, it'd be a Fender bass.
Yeah,
Like,
straight up, man.
Like-
most common.
I play Warwick. Probably play Warwick.
Yeah, you'd play a Warwick because you're like.
What?
like, I mean, although, like, I mean, I played like a lot of basses, but Fenders just really just they hit home.
Yeah, Ernie Balls
They-
are good too.
No, they don't have any sound, to be honest. I reckon the Music Man's pickup just totally destroys the sound of the bass. So maybe rip out the pickups and change it over, and then you.
I like just body of them.
Either way,
But
you can't go wrong with a
Gotcha.
Fender, so you may as well
That's
just do
how that works. Because they're small.
All right, well,
Like,
I didn't notice in the video, but I have to ask just because I'm a gear fiend. Active or passive pickups?
Passive all the way.
Passive.
Yeah, passive. All
Like
passive.
all of our guitars, like the bass, the guitars.
I mean,
Like,
there's nothing
his
wrong
guitar,
with that.
my
I like.
guitar. I'm
like,
just gonna
personally-
listen to Gibson Les Paul Studio. He's got a PRS.
Actually, the guitars in the
guitar.
video aren't the guitars we recorded with though. The guitar we recorded with had actives.
Yeah, that
Well, I
is
mean-
true.
Actives are like they tend like the only reason why I like actives so much is that they clear out a lot of the fuzz.
Yeah. Well,
And
the guitars on the track are active, but the ones we play with normally are passive.
And there's nothing. Again, like I think that's actually probably a good thing.
Yeah, I think with active live, you get a bit more. You can run the risk of getting a bit more feedback, like because they are so more like they take a lot more sound. So you run the risk of getting more feedback, and you have to run the noise gate a bit higher and whatnot.
I mean, I run a noise gate regardless all the time. So
Yeah, same. But I'm just saying you'd have to run the threshold a bit higher on an active than you would on a passive.
yeah, I can't like. Okay, gear talk is great. Gear talk is
Yeah.
great.
Straight up. He's just like, I like drums.
Well, hey, no, you gotta give the drums too. Like, I mean, I'm not a good drummer, but if I really wanted to, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, my favorite bass drums are Gretsch bass drums. I just love how they just sound so boom and in your face. I love it.
Yeah, I dig that. I like their cannon kicks, like the really small but really long ones that just got some good punch.
Zach, what kind of kit do you
I
run?
I run a Pearl export with custom finish.
This is probably when we
It's-
should say that
it's alright.
Zach currently has a
Oh
soul
yeah,
symbols.
Plug Soultone Symbols. They're a sick company. They make. good
Oh
symbols.
lord. Fucking
Yeah.
Jordan just tagged me in a post. I want to see what it is now.
Yeah, so
Just a link.
Zach has a Soultone endorsement. He's currently endorsed by Soultone Symbols. So,
Which is why it took so long to record our fucking EP.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just out of curiosity on your EP. Like, did y'all record live drums, or did you program it?
It's programmed, but I'll never program again. I don't like it.
Well, it's easier to deal with, but
exactly, but then you run the risk of the producer changing it. I mean, what?
that's true. I mean, like live drums are cool, but it's like really like, especially like have you like I'm assuming you've recorded before, right?
Yeah.
Like before that, like.
Yeah.
One of my friends, he's a drummer. He told me like the first time he ever recorded like live drums, he could keep on time, but no matter what, it would like leave like there would be some of it like some of the sound would be missing because it wasn't all the way mic'd all the way around. It was only mic'd in like 4 different places.
No, that would be because he's done a dodgy mic job then.
Probably.
You need more than
But-
4 mics for a drum kit.
Yeah,
you need
straight
at
up.
least 2
Well, I
on
mean,
the
like-
snare alone, like 2 in the overheads, at least 1
Yeah.
on your kick drum. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
one
most-
on each
like-
tom.
Most of the small time producers I know only have maybe like 5 or 6 mics all together, and only 4 of them can be actually used to record live drums.
Yeah.
This is why they all should become friends with each other and let each other borrow each other's mics, so that
I know,
each
right?
other has access to each other's mics. That's kind of what I've got running with me and a couple of my mates.
Work together and charge 4 times as much.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. I don't know. I'm shit. I don't know. My mind's blank right now.
Yeah, no, straight up. Like, I don't know. Me too.
Okay. Also, what tuning do you play in?
Drop C.
Drop
Most
C.
of our stuff is
Yes.
C. We have a song or 2 in D standard.
Drop C for days.
Yeah.
Drop
like
C.
We almost went B at one stage, but
No, we did. Oh,
We
did.
always
we
did, but I
we
decided
did
not
one
to,
practice
remember?
in the really early days, but yeah. Also, because like we just did it quickly, so the guitars were kind of out of tune anyway. Played for about 40 seconds.
I still decided we either go C or G. There's no in between. Like,
I got you.
Yeah. You go up to G.
What was that?
not drop G. It's like
yeah, high G.
I don't know. I mean, personally, I think people that like use 7-string guitars just because it can go into a lower tuning, like there's no point. Just slap thicker strings on a 6.
Yeah.
Nah,
You get the same result.
No, you go for an
So
A,
you
so
get
you got the
more
extra.
down-
Play a 7-string in drop C, so that you've got all that extra scalage up high.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those guys that like, this is- my personal opinion is I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. Go ahead.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Nah, you go, man. We're just talking shit.
I feel you. I mean, personally, this is my opinion. If you can't do it on a 6-string, don't do it at all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I see Steve in there just kind of shaking his head.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you with the whole 6-string or don't even try.
Yeah. Like, I can understand if you need, like, that extra scale, but just to be honest, why do you need that extra scale? Technicality is overrated.
Have you listened to Rings of Saturn lately?
Are you ignorant? You're ignorant.
No, I'm not.
You're ignorant.
I just think people have gotten so technical that they don't even know how to structure songs correctly.
6 strings there. Huh? Rings of Saturn are completely different. They can use 6 strings.
Rings of Saturn are supposed to be
easy.
technical.
That's completely different. They fully use
Rings
that
of Saturn
scale.
is just aliens trying to talk to us, man.
Zach,
That's
this is
what
an
that
easy
guitar
podcast. Shut the fuck up about Rings of Saturn.
is. Listen to easy.
Can we welcome the Twinkle King, Trayton?
Oh, Trayton's here. I just noticed that. What the hell?
Yes, he is the emo Twinkle King or Queen. He goes by both pronouns.
Hello, Twinkle King.
Or Queen.
I think
If he's talking, I can't hear him.
no.
believe
I
he's
mean,
talking.
his mic's not on.
Yeah.
I heard him.
I can hear him very, very slightly.
Yes, he was very, very faint, but he was there. I could hear it. Heard it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's got a face as well.
I've got a face, you've got a face, everything's going to be fine.
So yeah, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself there, Trayton.
Nah, I think he's MIA.
I'll just give him some time. He'll probably come back.
Man, well, so the rest of the stuff on your album is actually a little bit heavier, you'd say, than the music.
Except for one
It's pretty on
song.
par.
I would say,
I'd say it's all like a little bit heavier. There are songs that are a fair bit heavier, but I wouldn't say a lot heavier. And then there's
It
one
doesn't
song
go
that's-
lighter than that.
yeah, no, I'd say that.
there's like a,
No,
Yeah,
not with my parts.
I'm saying, there's different
That's
songs.
Yeah,
like
but-
the heaviest like song for me.
That's like the more like party in your face song. There's probably another party in your face song.
There's a love
There's
song.
two
that-
ballads,
There's a love song about
but
blowjobs.
they're still fast. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, so there's a love song about blowjobs, which I'd say is probably the softest song.
yeah, but it's still pretty
It's not
chunky.
about blowjobs. It's about going down on a girl, like a muff job,
Yeah,
not a blowjob.
Yeah, that is a blowjob.
It lagged me out. I don't know what happened. It just lagged super hard and lagged me out. I cried a little bit.
So
I can't stop now.
Oh,
Yes, you can. Slap his left knee.
I was gonna say punch him in the balls, but
He needs a cigarette. He's gonna go out for a cigarette.
I'm gonna go out for a cigarette because I'm getting fidgety.
is he going out?
So while he's doing that, has anybody heard anything from Abandoned by Bears lately? Because I have not.
Nope.
No.
Because Sebastian sent me some snaps of them when they were recording months ago, but I haven't heard anything since.
I have no
I
idea.
forgot about them actually.
I don't really listen
man.
to him all that much.
That's all
What
good.
if I told you sometimes when a band records something, they want to wait maybe a year until they release it?
That may be true, but they haven't even they said it was supposed to come out this year, but then they even said that's
They
I don't
pushed
know.
it back. They pushed it back.
that makes
And I
sense.
guess that's probably because of a label or something, because a lot of the time, if you're looking out there shopping for something, you want to push back your release and maybe hold off on that a little bit. Maybe they're going to give you some money for recording that, and maybe you're going to have some more money back in your pocket for taking that time to wait to release your album. It's going to come out. They're not broken up, They're still
I
out
know.
there lurking, but you'll be good.
got
You'll be
faith.
good. It'll be back.
I know it will be
promise.
good, but I was so waiting for it.
Yeah, well, that
Like-
being said, we've been working on. I mean, Down the Ship's been working on our EP for. I mean, when did we start working on it, Jake?
Like 2 years ago. Oh, we started recording about a year and 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But we said this EP was going to come out a year and a half ago, and still hasn't. It's only finally in the stages where it's actually probably going to be released.
It-
As soon as the
it
artwork's
happens.
finished.
Have you guys been
It's just
consistently playing shows for the past year?
Yeah, we probably went on hiatus for about 9 or 10 months, and then we came back. But yeah, we've sort of been we space out our shows because we like playing good shows. So we don't want to play too often in our hometown because people will just get sick of you. So basically, whenever a good tour comes through, we usually try and jump on that. So last week they're not easy and they're completely different to what we are. But about a week ago, we supported Never Shout Never.
Oh wow.
So
Nice.
emo folky sort of thing. And then
Wow.
and then about a month before that, we played with Chunk No Captain Chunk. And then what else? Last year we played with Johnny Craig, This Wildlife, and yeah, we played with the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. But usually, yeah, we space out for good tours coming through, and we usually try and support those instead.
Do you have to travel far for your shows?
No, all our shows are in our hometown. Where once the EP's out, we'll
You're in
probably
a
start
nice-
touring around Australia.
You're in a
The
pretty
thing is,
good sized town.
yeah, it's population's probably about 1.5 million.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, it's a capital city. It's like the capital city of our state, but yeah, it's probably one of the smallest capital city in Australia, or one of them. But because Australia is so big and all the cities are spaced out, touring becomes very hard. It's not like driving a couple hours. The closest city to here is about an 8 or 9 hour drive, and that's the closest one.
So,
Yeah,
in
but like Australia is huge, but like most of your cities are around the coastal area, isn't it?
Yeah,
Most of them.
yeah,
Because the middle is just the outback.
yeah, pretty much. There are small little towns throughout it, but like they're tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been told.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, yeah, because they're all spread out along the coast. They usually each one's probably about an 8 hour drive from each other.
Just because I'm curious, like. Actually, you know what? Never mind. That's kind of a dumb question. Never mind. Forget I was going to ask anything.
It's all good.
So just gonna quickly go out respect.
Well,
So
Oh, no.
I'm curious from the Australian perspective, if you guys could put together a festival with easycore bands, 12 bands, what bands would you pick? You can pick bands that aren't around anymore. You can maybe pick 4 of them, but the rest bands that are around currently.
all right. Do they have to be Australian bands, or like? Does it not
No,
matter?
they don't have to be Australian bands anywhere. Anywhere.
All right. Hypothetically, if I want it to be a successful tour, I'd definitely chuck 4 Year Strong and Chunk because they're like easy gods. Then I'd chuck a couple of. Do you guys? There's a Melbourne band called No Not the Bees. They're a little bit around.
Yes.
love them.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'd
Aren't
really
they
love
supposed to be releasing something soon, I think?
Yeah,
Go
they put
ahead.
out a music video just before ours, and I think their EP's coming out or album's coming out pretty soon.
I'm
Not too
stoked.
sure. But yeah, I really like dig following those guys because they're from Melbourne, which is the closest city to ours, like the 8 or 9 hours away.
Yeah,
But they're very on par with us at where we're at. So yeah, I like to keep an eye on them.
I remember
but,
seeing the music video I guess it was like a month or so ago. It was really good.
Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like very like at the same level as we are, which is good. So I'm really hoping that we can get some stuff together and do some stuff with them when we start traveling to Melbourne to do some shows. And yeah, there's just not enough easy in Australia.
Well, let's just put it this way: just because there's not enough doesn't mean the quality of it's god tier, right?
Oh,
it's up
yeah.
there.
I haven't
Sure.
really heard like mediocre easy out of Australia.
When was the last time you've heard a bad band out of Australia, though? Like legit.
It depends. If they're out of Australia, it means they're probably good enough that they've made it big enough to be. There are a lot of shit, but like local bands around. Like,
All
there are
right,
some good
because
ones too.
I have to ask this because I talked to the guys in Then Heart's Wake and they were like, "No, we like the Amity," but I've heard people in Australia fucking hate the Amity Affliction for some reason.
No.
But they're
probably,
like
one
they're
of
from
the
there.
most
So.
loved bands in Australia. I actually saw them play on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, they were
That's
touring
weird,
with.
'cause, like,
David
I've heard-
Remember.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I've heard like people from Australia hate the Amity Affliction for some reason. So
No way. I reckon they're one of the most loved bands in Australia.
I believe
in
it.
Sort of
I
heavy
believe it.
music. They're probably like, because I don't know. When it comes to heavy music, the one Australian band everyone thinks of is Parkway Drive.
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, Parkway Drive is freaking Parkway Drive.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
But Amity are coming up on that same sort of level where, because Parkway Drive were they're a metalcore band that
Well, I mean, their
people who
drummer
don't even like.
their
Sorry,
drummer
go on.
was a pop punk drummer. So
Yeah.
and you can tell the way he plays too. But continue.
Yeah, but they're a metalcore band, but people in Australia who don't even like heavy music like Parkway Drive for some reason. And Amity are coming up on that level too, where people who don't even like heavy music or anything like Amity. Amity's getting commercial radio play over here now, which is pretty unheard of for heavy music.
Yeah, I feel you. Because, like, to me, here in the U.S., I'm not sure if it's the same in Australia, but most of the time when a band starts getting radio play, like, on, like, on big stations, it's cool and all, but half the time it's... One second, sorry, I dropped my phone. Or not my phone, my remote. But anyway, but when a band starts getting basically radio play on all those big ones, they start playing something off their new album that literally just started, they went butt rock for like no reason. Personally, the best example I can think of that is probably the We Came as Romans album at this point, or the new Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, I haven't listened to either of those. I've sort of lost interest in those bands.
There's literally 2 listenable tracks on the new We Car.
Yeah, I stopped listening to them after To Plant a Seed, to be honest.
Tracing Back Roots had a few bangers, but overall it was mediocre at best.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like, is it the same way there? Like, when a band starts getting that, they start playing like their new stuff that's not as good as their old stuff that just kind of like it sucks, but it's cool. It's just the same way.
It happens. They go through and just do their best hits, probably. Like Parkway Drive, for example, would probably still do Boneyards and all that stuff, but would play a lot of their new stuff too, which I would not say.
Talking about radio play.
Personally, though, because I hate the recordings on the new album from Parkway, but I saw them live a couple weeks ago, and hearing it live was totally different. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they got screwed on the mixing on that one. But anyway,
the last couple of albums have been sort of not as like well received as
Atlas was good, but Ire was like, it feels like they just kind of
I'm just kind of
into a mic for a little while.
Yeah, I've just kind of turned off them, like, because it's, I don't know, it's, I don't want to say anything that's going to get me too much hate.
Yeah, I feel you. I think I understand what you were about to say.
Yeah, it's kind of like, and I've never really like been a big fan of the Amity Affliction either, and they're another one of the big Australian bands. Like,
we're also literally just talking about them.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're like a huge sort of thing, and I've never really been a big fan of them or their music.
I got you.
It's kind of,
I mean,
they've got their formula for their albums, and they kind of produce an album that kind of sounds similar to the last one. Yeah.
Well, it's more or less like most of this is. I'm sorry, this is getting personal now, but the only reason why I ask is because like it seems like every time I see an Australian talk about the Amity Affliction on the internet, they're talking very negatively, and I have to. I don't know. I guess I don't know. But anyway, we need to talk about EZ. We need to get away from this topic.
Now, God. Before you start talking about EZ, I have a question. Old or new North Lane? I mean, come on. Like,
I don't like North Lane, to be honest.
You don't like? Old North Lane was my shit.
Can I throw into my opinion about no North Lane at all?
Nope.
I'm gonna
your opinion isn't valid right now. I'm not asking your opinion. Sorry.
I'm gonna edit my statement on that. The edit my no North Lane. I'm gonna go back and say the first EP.
Oh, Deadline.
Yes. Like, we remember seeing North Lane when North Lane were a local band. Like, they used to tour that and play to, like, I don't know, 50 people.
See, that would have been the shit. Like, I got to see them, but they were down a guitarist before Adrian left. Like, I can't get behind the new album, though. That's for sure.
Like, I
can't either.
And stuff.
I'm not a fan of the new album, like, listening to the album, but when I saw them live last month, the new guy is so much better than Adrian live.
Excuse me?
The new guy is so much better than Adrian live.
Oh, shit, yeah. Well, Adrian last saw me was really good. I don't know.
I saw him a few times, and the last time I saw Adrian live, he barely moved.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was one of the most boring shows I've ever watched.
I saw them on their first tour in the U.S., so I'm sure they at least kicked it up a little bit.
Yeah. And like, they played with Layer and stuff that night, so they just didn't stand up.
Oh, yeah. Layer is fucking sick live, dude. His vocals are so on point.
I worked at the venue at that stage. So I was hearing like Cypress and those guys are so fucking tight, so professional.
So yeah, easy core. Easy core. Yeah.
Easy core.
What's easy core?
Wait. Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
You said you were still looking for a name for the Midwest Festival?
Wait, no, hell no. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm set on my shit. You know, just step away from my fucking creation. For right here.
Hey, I'm not step. I was just gonna suggest that would be a good name. What is Easy Core?
No.
Okay. Cool. I'm backing off.
I already came up with one goddamn name, like a perfect name for this shit, and I'm still. Josh, if you watch this, dude, you owe me a fucking free ticket next year, because you didn't come through this year at all. You didn't come through one fucking bit. And I even forgot. I came up with this goddamn name. You bitch. Consider that a call out.
Okay.
Slowly back into Easy Core. There's like a band that we play with in November from Queensland. Double I Minority. They're like sort of their earlier shit was pop punk, but they're moving into sort of heavier rock sort of stuff. They're pretty sick. You should probably check them out if you want.
Yeah, but they're not.
Sure.
Yeah, not easy, but the earlier stuff is pop punk.
At least it's not true, right?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of what a band.
I don't think they know what true is.
Oh wait, they don't. Shit.
Yeah, they're not in the. Jimmy's in the pop punk group. I don't think either of these guys are in the Easy Core group though.
You gotta
Wait,
change that.
Yeah, we gotta fix that, man. We gotta fix that.
Probably should get some.
Yeah.
See if I can post Periphery in there.
Well, I mean, like, if we're gonna have this conversation again, like, I think somebody stated it. Metal in the major key is not Easy Core.
I recorded a major version of "Say Goodbye" by I Killed the Prom Queen, and that sounds pretty easy core.
Yeah. But again, what were you saying the other day, Jimmy?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Stuff to be made just like pop punk Periphery.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if we're gonna be real, like, I've wanted Easy Gent to be a thing, and is the name of the band Xenomorph, or is the name of the band Get Your Ass to Mars? Like, I can't remember. What was that?
It's Get Your Ass to Mars.
Yeah, but those guys are super dope. The only thing I don't like about their music is, like, I think they got screwed on the vocals producing wise somewhere, because, like, the vocals seem a little weak, but outside of that, the whole, like, their music is, like,
shit.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I never really got into what was their old band? Buddies Say Ho.
But I think that was what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really listened to them, but Get Your Ass to Mars is really sick. They have a lot of what's the word? Like, their production's just like really thick. I don't know how else to say it.
Like, the guitars and the drums, I think, are what really make their tracks. But
It's the language barrier, man. It's all the language barrier. It's the language barrier.
Wait, it's a language barrier. What?
With the vocals, like on Chuck No Captain's first album, like
no,
the way that it's like he sounds so cheesy. I think it's the language barrier. I mean, all of the vocals on that album are absolutely, I think, pristine. Like, they're clear, they're really good. The only part that's like a little bit rough for me is the pronunciation at the end of everything that he says, because it's hard to get
this is just me. Like, from the Get Your Ass to Mars thing, it's just more or less like it seems like the vocals were produced weekly. Like, they were recorded, and the guy just kind of went to the, like, I guess, what would you call it, the channel for the mixing part of it, and it was like, at first it was all the way up, and he took it all the way down to that last little bar. And, like, you can hear it, but, like, the guitars overpower the vocals by a lot. And, like, I think, like, you get what I'm saying?
The instrumentals are so good, though. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I reckon with that Chunk first album, I reckon that pronunciation sort of makes that. Album.
But even then, like,
adds so much
I-
into it. Like it's like, wow, they actually are
Yeah.
a French band.
Like, I'm not sure if you
Yeah.
guys listen to Crossfaith at all, but there's just like that. You can hear that guy's Japanese when he screams, and it just sets it apart and makes it sound so much cooler.
Yeah, I listen to Crossfaith. I've noticed that too.
Yeah. I love
But,
his tone.
I mean, speaking about thick production, what do you guys think about For Your Strong Stewart?
I loved it.
Yeah. I think it's like one of the best
I
albums.
mean, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, compared to the
It's
last
a
one.
grower, not a shower.
Yeah,
There's so much maturity in the songwriting now, but they've gone back to that sound, which makes it so good. Like,
yeah.
it's one of the best.
I mean,
albums.
I think the first good step was Go Down in History because that whole album is that whole EP is like
yeah, it's like
pristine.
Yeah, it's
the album
like-
and the EP are almost like a
It's like,
progression.
would you guys like it if we went back in this direction and if it got received so well, so they just like,
Well,
yeah, let's do
If I'm correct though, I think that EP sold more than in some way, shape, or form. Like by like I think in the first month it sold more copies than.
I wouldn't be
It showed
surprised.
Yeah, no.
Because like
Yeah, they haven't had
I
it
bought-
for a while.
I bought in some way, shape, or form back in the a pre-order
Well,
and got the.
I mean because if we're gonna talk about that, because that album's not a bad album. I really liked it, but
in some way, shape, or form, that
Yeah.
turned me off
Yeah,
fully
but-
strong.
I liked
okay.
it. I had it
okay.
pre-ordered.
It's not their best album.
It's not
It's
a
nothing compared to Rise or Die Trying.
It's not a pop punk.
It doesn't.
It's not a
Not a
easy
good
album.
easy
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about it though, Rise or Die Trying is amazing on instrumentals, but lyrically their best album has gotta be Enemy of the World.
Agree.
Yeah.
Lyrically, I think they stepped
I
up their
like
lyric
Rise or Die
game in
Trying.
Enemy of the World.
Yeah, lyrically maybe, but I reckon the melodies are better in Rise of the Trying.
And I 100% agree. So, wait. Hey, so do you guys do you guys dream that maybe just maybe for a 10-year anniversary that they may they get just like me like, hey Josh, you want to play a tour? Like I'd love to see that, but I doubt it happened. But like, would y'all want to see that?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
It would be
That'd
really
be
cool,
amazing.
but like, I don't know, like keyboard could just be backing track.
Yeah.
But like, it'd be cool to have him up as a vocalist and get to do all his old parts, so like the screaming bits.
Yeah. That'd be really cool. Well, I mean, on Rise or Die Trying, I don't think Josh didn't do any of the screaming. It was Matt Brusso from Bury Your Dead.
Yeah, that's because he didn't know how to scream back then, and the second album he screamed, and they were like, oh yeah, that sounds alright.
Yeah, that's. Although, okay, because nobody talks about it enough. But what did you think of their cover album?
Dude,
It explains it
oh
all.
my god, that is amazing.
That album's so good. It's like
It's better than half the Punk Goes Pop albums. Like,
I agree. My favorite track is I think it's the song "Fly," and they got the guy from Gym Class Heroes to come in on it. I think that's my favorite track on that whole
yeah.
album.
I reckon mine's probably Semi Child Live, just because they do it so well.
Did you ever watch the documentary of the making of that album from them?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was one.
There is. It's so good, and like they're talking about like recording that song, and they're just like, I didn't even know all the lyrics to this song, and now that I know them, I'm like, this song's really fucked up.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked up.
It is.
Yeah, it just kind of annoys me because they've covered all of those songs now, and they're all songs that I'd want to cover, but they've just done them so much better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't like pull out a '90s cover now because Boy Strong's
Yeah.
so
I
better.
still reckon we should do You and Your Hands.
That's like 90s.
I mean, personally though, just because every metalcore band I know has tried, covering Rage Against the Machine is pretty easy.
I would say
Australia just a better Rage Against the Machine though. So
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, wait, oh, never mind. I'm not. I need to get off that topic. But I saw this post that there's a possibility of Rage Against the Machine coming back next year, and I flipped shit over it. But anyway,
yeah. Well, The promoter of, we got a Soundwave festival, which was just cancelled in Australia. Basically, it's our biggest like heavy music festival that we've got down here.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, it was just
I
cancelled.
I had a friend that helped organize it one year. Like he got 2 or 3 of the bands on there.
Yeah,
I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook. I haven't talked to him in years.
Slipknot
The main-
like $6 million.
the main promoter of AJ Matter posted on his Twitter that when someone asked what was the secret headliner that you were planning for 2016 Soundwave, he was like, was trying to get Rage Against the Machine back together, but it didn't work. So that could tie in what you were saying.
That could. Well, I mean, because like I read this article on what was it? I can't remember. I think it was Metal Sucks, and they said that they had an interview with Zach De La Rocca and Tom Morello, and apparently they're both in studio right now, which is kind of fishy. But anyway, it was pretty fishy. But I don't know. Anyway.
Easy core.
Easy core. Shit, how long have we been on here?
Only like an hour and 20 minutes.
Do we want to make it like another 3-hour performance like they've been in the past?
I'm probably gonna cut off the live broadcast now, and then we can just hang out.
That sounds cool.
Just so we
All
don't-
right, so we're just tell me when you're gonna sign off, and we can all say bye.
I mean, we're probably like shutting down the live broadcast now, and then we can just hang out here indefinitely.
That sounds cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Bye. Bye, live.
Bye, everybody. Hopefully you watch it.
Bye, everybody watching.
Check out a new music video, Down with the Ship, Stuck in a Life Raft with Matthew McConaughey.
Definitely.
Definitely.